Welcome back, fellow gamers. So today I want to talk to you about Gwent. Yep, that's right, Gwent, the card game that everybody loves to play in Witcher 3. If you don't know, they being CD Projekt Red announced that there'd be a standalone Gwent card game coming to the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It was supposed to enter a closed beta in the beginning of September, beginning or middle of September, where, you know, players got to test it out and they can make any last minute changes. Well, this week it was announced that CD Projekt Red, the developer behind that and Witcher 3, was pushing it back to November, or is it October? They're pushing it back. And they said, and their reasoning for this is that they would rather provide, you know, the users that are going to be testing this game, and by extension, the people who buy the game down the road, a better experience, a more holistic experience than to just meet a deadline. And I, for one, completely applaud this methodology or this mentality that this studio is employing. And, you know, we just look at the way CD Projekt Red has kind of like developed The Witcher 3, and, you know, there's a lot of additional free downloadable content, and the content that you did pay for was pretty much the size of a standalone game. And it was at a reasonable price. Like, this developer, and they're not the only ones. Like, you look at Psionic, the ones who develop Rocket League and all the extra add-ons that they're doing for free. You look at these two developers, and obviously there's just more than those two, but I want to highlight these two because they're the most, I would say, current. And they respect gamers, and they respect the integrity of their game and what they're doing for the community. Now, obviously, there's some transaction there. We're paying money to get this experience. It's not free, right? But when you have studios that, like Ubisoft, that release games that aren't finished or are full of bugs, and, you know, you're paying the same amount of money or sometimes even more for these titles, and they're not finished. They rely on patches post game, or sometimes patches that don't come at all. Look at Watch Dogs. It's had glitching problems in walls for the longest time, and they never fixed it. And because of that, I think it's important that we celebrate companies that do right by their player base, do right by the fans, the people that support. If we continue supporting companies, and I don't mean to just pick on Ubisoft. There's a lot of different developers, like publishers, whatever, that I got my Bernie Sanders hands going. And it's just, you look at it, and it's like gaming as a whole has taken DLC or automatic updates and used it as a crutch to push out games before they're done, and cause this experience where sometimes games don't even get fixed. I mean, look at Aliens Colonial Marines. Like, the heck is that? How did that get to the final stage? And it's important that we support the companies like CD Projekt Red. Like, for me, I went ahead and I bought all the DLC that was purchasable because I wanted to show them, and I want to show the rest of the gaming industry, that this is what we support. I don't support Ubisoft. I don't buy Ubisoft titles anymore. I love Assassin's Creed Black Flag and the first Watch Dogs, despite its glitches, are two of my favorite games. And forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. I might break it for Watch Dogs 2 if I see that there's a solid, like, improvement over their last few titles, and they have been trending upwards. So that's the reason why I'm thinking about giving them a chance. I know that I kind of run a channel now, so I'd have to, like, you know, I would like to show you guys Watch Dogs 2, but that's neither here nor there. It's about, we have power as consumers to speak with our wallets. We can sign all the petitions online or complain on Reddit, take to Facebook and Twitter accounts, and voice their displeasure. But until companies as a whole, and this doesn't just apply to video games, board games, card games, movies, that's a whole nother beast. But you just look at it, and if they aren't making money, they're not going to make the same mistakes. And if they do, they're not going to be around much longer to do it. So that's the benefit. So I encourage all gamers. And yeah, one person, myself alone, I'm not doing anything. Nobody's noticing. But I'm feeling better about myself because I'm supporting the companies that I believe in. and I'm getting rid of the companies that I don't. In this day and age, if I don't play the newest, hottest thing, well, there are 5, 6, 20 other games that I could be playing that have had more love and time put into it than just meeting a deadline. Right? So that's my opinion. I would love to know what you think is supporting developers that do right by the community, and whether the end goal is more money or not, you're still doing right by the community. Is that something that you think we should be doing, or is it just, hey, Jay, forget about it. You're worrying too much. Just buy the game, play it, whatever. I would love to know. I would love to know whose opinion you side with. That's a terrible impersonation. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. And until next time.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you'd like to see more, click on one of the 2 videos that are there, or click on show more in the description below to see when and what we upload, as well as when we stream. And if you need an update on what exactly we're going to be streaming that week, don't be shy to hit us up in the comments or reach out to us on Twitter. We'll be more than happy to chat. Until next time, good gaming.